Hey, what's up, guys? Trigger Wolf here, and we're gonna do something that has never been done on YouTube ever before. Yeah, right. We're gonna react to my first video. It's not the best video in the world. It's probably one of the worst ones, but hey, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna critique it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna see how far I've come since then. Let's go. This one's called Rage Quit Introduction Stuff. Okay, let's do it. It's a Call of Duty video.
Hey guys, Trigger Wolf here, and well, this is going to be my introduction video for me and my channel, and just exactly what I do, that is.
So, back then, it was kind of hard times for me. I didn't have a lot of money to throw into this gaming thing, even though I've been gaming my entire life. I didn't have the best computer in the world. I had a very old and dying computer. The headset I was using was a Logitech something or other that cost like $30. And I was using the microphone from it, so that's why it sounds like an old headset. Because it was. And it was being recorded on an Easy Cap that I paid $10 for, and I thought that was good enough to start. Granted, at the time, this was a relatively new thing, and a lot of people weren't quite doing it yet. It was just starting to pick up. But, yeah, this is the quality you get with an Easy Cap. I eventually learned how to tweak some things and get it to look a little bit better with that Easy Cap, but first video on my channel is not looking good, but let's do it.
I am a gamer through and through, and one day I've just decided, I'm sick of just playing the games. Why don't I make some videos and kind of comment on the video as it's playing?
I started off as a commentary channel. I just wanted to talk over videos. Give you my take on what's going on, give you some plans, some, well, commentary over videos. And I did it for a long time. And then I just sort of realized that the channel can't continue on like that anymore. People are going to stop watching you, and you're just going to fade into the background. But, at the time, commentary videos were good. We're playing Modern Warfare 2. I don't remember the name of this map, but hey.
So that way, you don't just get bored watching gameplay, because I find that really boring.
Yeah, at the time, people were just uploading straight gameplays, or gameplays with some music over it, or really, really bad montages with that people were making with Easy Caps. By the way, this nonsense we're seeing here.
Gameplay with nothing, telling you what's going on is kind of boring to me, unless it's reveal footage, for like a new game coming out and all those things, and well,
all those things, and it's what happens when you don't have a script to write from. I don't have a script now, but I've gotten better at speaking, I would think.
This will be my attempt at trying to make a commentary for these videos. I mean, this isn't really a commentary. This is just, me explaining things about me, very selfishly, I suppose. Anyway, Trigger Wolf actually comes from Metal Gear Solid, not Metal Gear Solid 4 as most people seem to think. And well, it seems to match that motif a little bit better.
At the time, Metal Gear Solid 4 had been out. It came out in 2008. It had been out for 3 years. I was playing Metal Gear Online at the same time. Or was I? It might have just shut down at the time. I don't remember. But yeah, Metal Gear, you get different ranks based on how you play the game, and they give you the rank at the end of the game. So if you play the game normally and you kill a lot of things and whatever, you get one rank. But if you go throughout the whole game without killing anybody, without setting off alerts, without using health items or whatever, you get a better rank. One of the ranks I had gotten was Wolf. So I ended up keeping it. And then attaching Trigger to it because I thought it sounded good at the time. Is it good now? Probably not, but I stuck with it.
Metal Gear Solid 1, that is. Because, well, in Metal Gear Solid 1, characters were named after weapons and animals together, such as Revolver Ocelot, Sniper Wolf, which is actually a pretty awesome name. So I kind of took Sniper Wolf and went my own direction. Since I'm not good at any one weapon, I tend to use all weapons. And what's the one thing
Oh yeah, that was my explanation. Because I wasn't good at any one weapon. I could be decent with all of them, and therefore, what's the one thing that's in common with them all? Triggers. Well, Trigger Wolf. I guess that fits the Metal Gear universe.
Common with all weapons? Well, triggers. They all have a trigger. So Trigger Wolf just happens to be my kind of name for that, if you didn't know that. Anyway, Call of Duty. I tend to like to play Call of Duty with people. It's a little bit more fun to play with a team of your friends and whatever because, well, you can talk smack to each other.
Around this time, actually maybe just before, I used to do competitive Call of Duty with my cousins and some randos that would kind of join us sometimes. So it would be me, my 2 or 3 cousins, depending on what time of year it was. Some of them would work, some of them wouldn't. But during the winter, they didn't have work because they were like concrete workers of some type, stamped concrete. So in the winter, they'd have a bunch of time off, and we'd play this, and we'd get really good at it, and we'd compete. But then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and it was like a big disappointment for everybody. Everybody in the competitive scene. Which is wild, right? Because everybody now really loves the game. Like, the game was so awesome. I can't believe they're remaking it, but not adding multiplayer. I mean, for us, it kind of sucked.
Each other, you can talk smack about other people and all those things without them actually ever knowing you said anything, especially if you have a program like Ventrilo or TeamSpeak or even Skype.
Yes, way before Discord. Way before Discord was even a thing. Skype, Ventrilo, and TeamSpeak.
So, anyway, I started playing these FPS games back in Quake 3, I believe. Quake 3 Arena. And after a while, I moved on to Medal of Honor Allied Assault, and I played that for a few years. And then we went on to Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield.
Call of Duty 2 to Call of Duty 4 because there was no Call of Duty 3 on PC. Or if there was, it didn't interest us enough to play it. But I used to play with my cousins, Medal of Honor Allied Assault, Snipers Only, and then we moved over to Call of Duty 2, played that semi-competitively, and then we moved on to Call of Duty 4, played that competitively. Lost a lot because, my cousins kind of sucked at the game. And they were drunk 100% of the time. Obviously, we were never going to win. But hey, when we played clan battles and stuff, we won all the time, and it was fun. And that's all I cared about, really.
Bad Company 2, and then finally Black Ops. And well, Black Ops was a real letdown for us. It didn't even work since day one. I mean, it had such a big issues with running correctly on PCs, not running Windows XP. You needed
Call of Duty Black Ops at the time had this weird bug where if you're playing on anything other than Windows XP, the game would run like shit. And so what I would do is, my computer wasn't that great, but I would dual boot. I would have Windows XP and Windows 7, I think, at the time. So whenever I wanted to play Black Ops, I would just switch over to Windows XP, load up Black Ops, play Black Ops from there. And then, when I wanted to play literally anything else, I'd go back to Windows 7. Now, my game ran a lot better than my cousins did. And my cousins would spend a lot of money upgrading their computers and upgrading their video cards and all that stuff, and it would still run like crap for them. They got super jealous of me. They made this oath to never want to play with me again. I don't know why. They got jealous. I spent a lot of time optimizing config files and optimizing Windows and stuff like that. And they didn't see that, right? So all they knew is that I was getting better than them, and it was really putting them down, and they quit because of it. A little bit petty, but what can you do?
too many things, and well, it was a real letdown for us, and so we kind of quit playing games that whole summer, which was last year. Hoping that this year Modern Warfare 3 changes everything and we can bring some of the team back to play on the PS3 instead of the PC. If I haven't mentioned it yet, I am a PC player. I love the mouse and keyboard.
Modern Warfare 3 was no better. Modern Warfare 3 sucked. While I do maintain that I like mouse and keyboard better, I've sort of opened up a little bit more. Started playing more stuff on the on the consoles. But, you know, I started gaming on PC. No, I didn't. I started gaming on consoles. So I started seriously gaming on PCs. It kind of looked down on consoles, but now I just play whatever's fun, and it's a healthier mentality for everybody. Play what's fun. Play whatever you find fun.
Over the console any day of the week. I am actually looking into possibly, eventually, maybe, buying an Eagle Eye converter so that I can use a mouse and keyboard and just tear people up.
I'm looking into finding and buying peripherals so that I can cheat on the console. Yeah, those Eagle Eye things were horrible. They didn't work out too well, and they still don't really work out well. PlayStation now sells, what do they call them? Tactical Pros or something like that. Hori Tactical Pro. They don't work well. The analog stick acceleration kind of messes with the aiming of the mouse, so they suck.
Because that is my style. Anyway, I tend to like playing on the computer rather, because it is just a lot more accurate with, you know, mouse movements and movements together. I tend to do a little bit more free running in my Call of Duty games over, you know, this weird getting stuck on things BS that I'm usually doing in this game.
What the hell am I talking about? That doesn't make sense. So, I hated camping. One of the things I hated the most was camping. One of the things I found the most fun was flanking people and trying to get around them, which usually meant climbing on top of things and doing skill jumps and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I like to run around things, except for when I get stuck on things in this game while I'm playing. But yeah, it was common in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to get stuck on fucking everything. Tiny pebble sticking out of the ground, you got stuck.
I am kind of a run and gunner, but not really. I kind of run and gun to a spot, hold it for a little while, run and gun to the next spot, hold that for a while, and you can probably tell in this video that I kind of do that. Although I do a little bit more camping than actual run.
It's called tactical advancement. It's nothing new. Tactical advancement. You move up to one spot, you clear it out, you hold it. If people come at you, you're already there and you have advantage. Then you move on to the next spot if nobody comes that way. You know, kind of the opposite of camping.
Running and gunning. I think if you're just running head on into the enemy, that it is just wrong. You're wrong for doing that. I tend to take sideways, not sideways for anything.
Flanking. Say flanking.
I'm talking about like alternate routes to flank the enemy. I am a stealth kind of player on top of that, so it's like whenever I decide, I kind of go into that whole stealth mode where I'm using cold-blooded and ninja and whatever else in the first perk slot to kind of hide a little bit. And I think
the thing about those Call of Duty games, let me try that again. The cool thing about, oh my god, the thing about those Call of Duty games is that people relied on the minimap a lot, and you have to. And it was easy to get things like the UAV. So if you didn't have cold-blooded on, you were always on the map. And if you were the kind of person that likes flanking, you don't want to be seen on the map. So you would run things like cold-blooded, ninja, and a silencer so that you could get around easily, more easily.
I think that's why so many people have an issue with Ghost, is because it kind of combines all that together into one perk. And
Ghost sucks. I hated it. Ghost was the worst.
Didn't have any problem with Ghost at all, at least not on the PC version, because for me they always seem to pop out a little bit more. I don't know. You decide. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about all those things.
You leave those comments. How many people with 27 views? 2 likes. One of them is mine. And for some reason, the game thinks I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Good going, YouTube. That's not what I'm playing.
Anyway, this video is coming up on an end here. I didn't say anything about this video. The video is called Rage Quit for a reason. This will actually be a series. Whenever I kind of record a game and somebody quits, I'm going to call it Rage Quit. It'll probably have some awesome sound effect at the end. and this would be the rage quit and the end of the video. So, like, favorite the video if you like it, and please subscribe. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, that was a short-lived series. Rage quit. Like, people wanted to see... Like, people just wanted to see people rage quitting. That's... Nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Not unless people rage quit in a spectacular fashion. Nobody wants to see that. But please, do what I said. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification. That's a new thing I have to say now because YouTube sucks. And I will see you next time. Later.